So for the symbolism critique, I chose a picture by Robert Cole, who's in section 202, same as I am. His image is of a statue. It looks like, there's a parking lot behind, so I don't really know where it's taken, but it's in like a small garden. Um, and it's on like a concrete slab. And so some elements that the image highlights or like has present in it are shape, because the grates that surrounds the statue are in a repeating sequence of squares, so that was like a good use. And then also, like the slab that it's on is a rectangle, but even though it's cut off, but you can tell it's going to be a rectangle. There's also conformity in the picture because, like I previously mentioned, the squares, they're a repeated sequence over and over again, so it shows conformity. There was a little bit of contrast because of like how dark the dirt is compared to like the concrete here, or even like the concrete in the background of the parking lot and the sky. There's not a whole lot. There could have been more, but yeah, that's about it. And then this image showed a lot of symbolism because a lot of people might not know, but like the statue is supposed to be Mary, so it's like a religious statue, and like a lot of religion involves like symbolism, um, and so there were like flowers at her feet, and so it made me wonder if there was someone who, I don't know, might have prayed to Mary and then like offered the roses and put them by her feet. And like I said, a lot of people might not have known that, but I happen to be Catholic or Christian, so I knew like most statues that look like this, they depict Mary in this way. Um, so yeah, there's also a little bit of contrast in like the color of concrete. I noticed from like the base of the grates out because it's darker. I'm guessing from like rain or being walked on, but like on the inside it's lighter, so that's also a little bit of contrast. And shape is also, there's like what the statue sits on right here is an octagon, so that's another example of shape. Um, Something I might have changed about this picture. There are really two things. One is the height or the angle that the picture was taken at, because right now it just looks to be at eye level, which is what most people take it at or images at. But it could have been like taken either one from like a lower image, like if you had gotten real close, like almost where this cross on the ground is, and looked up, or if you looked down at the image. Um, Another thing is the time of day. I might have taken it later at night, so there was a lighting difference between where the light is coming down through the grates, and it could have created shadows, and there could have been a contrast from where there are shadows and where there's light hitting the concrete. And so that would have been another element at play in the image. Um, so yeah, but I think that would have made for like a really interesting image. Like if it had been, I don't know, like right now, like 7 o'clock at night, because like those long shadows would have, it would have had more shapes. Like the shadows would have been shapes with the squares and conformity and also more contrast. So it just would have added more of the same elements that are already present in the image. And then the only other thing really is like, it's hard to change the image, but I would have tried to have taken it where you couldn't necessarily see the background, like um, the parking lot and the cars. I might have tried it from a different, like towards the side where the grate blocked a lot of it. But besides that, it's actually like a really, I think it's a really cool image. And it definitely showed a lot of symbolism with like the religious meaning of it, and it showed elements of photography.